So, as we were discussing about the classification of sources which are contributing in the salinity, so there were two basic sources, primary sources and secondary sources. As I have mentioned, that primary sources are basically naturally occurring sources, while secondary sources includes the sources or the processes which are because of human activities. So, dryland soil salinity is basically the primary salinity that develops through rising water table and subsequent evaporation of the soil water. There are many causes of rising water table. For example, restricted drainage due to impermeable layer, and when deep-rooted trees are replaced with shallow-rooted annual crops, as we are doing. We are removing the forest, or we are cleaning the forest for the agricultural purposes. Second is the groundwater dissolved salts that are embedded in rocks in the soil. With that, the salty water eventually reaching the soil surfaces, and evaporation causes that land into saline land. Dryland salinity can also occur in unirrigated landscape. Similarly, withering of rocks is also contributing in increasing the salinity of the soil. Secondary salinity is the salinity which is because of human activities. For example, accumulation of salt from irrigation of water of poor quality, that we are irrigating our agricultural lands with the saline water or poor quality water. Second is the increase in the level of groundwater. That could be the salt content of the groundwater accumulated in affected layers. Second could be the reason the rising groundwater transports the salts from the deeper soil layers to the surface or surface layer. And third one is the rising water table limits the natural drainage and hinder the leaching of the salts. Salt affected your Thor soil. What are the Thor soil? The soil in which the concentration of salt is very high. We also call them salt affected soil or Thor soil. Salt affected soil is a collective term which includes saline, sodic, and saline sodic soil. It commonly occurs in arid and semi-arid region as well as in humid and subhumid regions. Salt affected soil has sodium, calcium, potassium, carbonates, and bicarbonates. There are different categories of salt affected soil. That could be saline soil, that could be sodic saline soil, that could be saline sodic, and fourth one is the normal soil. Saline sodic soil structure is very usually good, infiltration rate is very high, soil aeration is good, while the soil color usually it's white. While in case of sodic soil, soil structure is very poor. Soil is in highly dispersed condition, infiltration rate is very poor, soil aeration is very poor, and usually the color of the soil is black. Saline sodic soil, if we talk about that soil, then soil structure is very good, infiltration rate is also good, soil aeration is good, and color is usually white. While in case of normal soil, soil structure is good, infiltration rate is good, aeration is also good, and soil color is usually white. Damages which are caused by the soil salinity, there are different kind of damages such as loss of biodiversity and ecosystem disruption, decline in crop yield. There could be abandonment or desertification of previously productive farmland. Similarly, there is increasing number of dead and dying plants because of high salt stress. There was also increased risk of soil erosion due to loss of vegetation, as because of high salt concentration plants are dying, so the soil erosion will be increased. Then contamination of drinking water will not be available for the then road and building foundations are weakened by accumulation of salts within the natural soil structure. Lower soil biological activity due to rising saline water. These are some damages which are caused by the soil salinity. Thank you.